Yeah, sorry, it was not unmuted. So, welcome back. This is the last session of this day. Yes, Pooja, you want to say something? Okay, okay. Yes, so this particular session actually is for Q&As primarily. So, or any reflection as such. If you want us to revisit any of the portion that has been covered. Ha, Jyoti ji, you were saying something in the previous session. Jyoti ji, are you there? Yes,
I have a question not related to the session, but the residential session that's going to happen for 2 days.
yes, yes.
Is it
That-
extension of what will happen today and tomorrow, or
no, no, no. There will be repetition of the content, but
it will be repetition of the
yes, yes.
content?
Contents will be repeated because this is the basic premise we try to understand.
Okay.
So we can bring any kind of real situation. That's what. And when we are in that real space, residentially staying together, there are a lot of
Hmm.
topics actually come up. It's
Yeah.
dynamic every time. Like even after uh, attending many workshops, many batches, it still looks like a new one. Yeah.
Are the entries still open for that?
Yes, yes, yes. You are from Bombay, right?
I'm from Pune.
Pune, yes, Pune is so Neral is I think on the highway of Bombay and Pune. So
Pune,
you
Mumbai.
can,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
It's closer to Mumbai. But,
yes, 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 yes. You can still join the same link through which you joined this particular workshop. There is an option of selecting another date,
yeah.
so you can do that. Yes, yes.
And what made you conduct these kind of sessions? I mean, uh, even with such a less participation, you are delivering with equal compassion and equal effectiveness. So I'm curious to know, like, what is how is your journey, or how you
It's actually
how you
this.
started this yourself, and
Hmm.
now you are taking it ahead and
Yeah, so it
passing
it
it on.
it started with addressing of the physical ailments. Actually, I was in Indian
Oh,
Air Force and I was diagnosed with a lot of ailment, uh, spondylitis, and then ankylosing spondylosis, and then uh, diabetes. All these
oh,
ailments were diagnosed. So I was actually finding ways to reduce the burden of medicines, perhaps. So that was the initial phases when this journey started. Then, while exploring this natural hygiene, nature cure protocols, and all, we found, and in any way, I was a student of clinical psychology, so there is an inclination of looking at the things from the space of psychology.
correct.
So that led this culmination of psychological understanding and the nature cure understanding. And then we actually left the respective jobs and all, start this initiative from 2017 onwards.
Oh,
And slowly and gradually, this dynamically changing its face. Primarily, it was focused on explaining the concepts of nature cure primarily, initially.
mm-hmm.
Slowly and gradually, it is psychological understanding is taking over. So
Mm.
yeah, this is this is the current
Yeah,
phase, and it's going to
interesting.
change. Going to change. Yeah. By the way, there's one participant who is coming from Pune, Rohit Goel. Uh, Rohit Goel stays in Pune.
Okay,
So he and his wife Shalu both are joining Neral
okay.
workshop. So if you are registering, then I'll share the coordinates of this individual so
Yeah, so
that
we can maybe
yeah,
come
yeah,
together
come
and
together or something like that. Yeah, or even
I'll do
connect.
that.
Sorry, I didn't catch that, Kalyan. Where is that? The Nerul one?
The
Nerul one, yeah.
Neral workshop that are happening
Okay.
on 25th and 26th of this month. Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm. Sapna, you are also from Mumbai, you said, right? You?
Yes, I'm from Mumbai. Yeah,
Yeah. Hmm.
I am. I was supposed to come to Hyderabad, but kind of some got caught up. I might attend the Nerul one.
Ah, Hyderabad, yeah, last month we went. Yes.
Yeah, Rohit Goyal is a friend. We are a part of a
Rohit.
community in
Okay,
Samatwadi.
okay, you know Rohit.
Natutarian. Yeah.
Yes, Natutarian. So you are a part of Natutarian group?
Yes, community in Samatwadi. Yes.
Okay. So that means you are involved in that farm project as well,
Yes.
you're saying?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, great,
Yes.
great,
Yes.
great. Very nice. Yeah, so any
I came in,
reflection? Hmm?
yeah. So I came in contact with Rupesh Gestova, who had
Hmm.
we both are maths tutors, basically interested in maths and taking it ahead. So
Ah.
through some link, I came in contact with him, and when he shared this link, I said, "We are into maths," and suddenly, what is this kind of a thing, you know? So, so he said, "You just attend it." And
Hmm.
then I just thought of not analyzing too much, going to the website, digging it too much. Like I said, I'll
Hmm.
just go by, his recommendation, and I registered.
Yes.
And to start with, I said, let's try this and see how. But I'm finding it quite interesting. And
Yeah. Rupesh is
uh,
very close friend actually. Yeah.
oh, is it
Yeah,
okay? Is
yeah.
he?
And we
So,
have a common interest actually. Like mathematics is I and my daughter's mother both were like mathematics students in our college. We did masters
oh,
in mathematics. Yeah.
oh,
So
okay,
so that was the initial degree route.
yeah.
So mathematics has got a common interest, but
Oh.
Rupesh brings a lot of energy in different ways.
Yeah, so we were supposed to meet last weekend, but somehow we couldn't make it when he was in Pune. And then I haven't met him, but it's just somehow I captured his
Oh,
vibe. I would say that he
yes,
said
yes,
that
yes.
you attend this. I attended, and I'm like, you just attended. That's what one
Hmm.
sentence he replied by one
Hmm.
message,
Hmm.
and I joined. So it's good.
Yes, 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 yes. Great.
I would say
So,
this could be the start of my journey towards spirituality, what we should call it as spirituality, or finding real I or real me, or exploring the path towards
truth.
mm, natural, yeah, truth. Yeah, I can say that.
Yes, 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 yes. And
Thank you.
we are co-travelers actually. We are exploring together this because there's no teaching that we aspire through these workshops because there's no end of learning so which is happening in any way. Yeah, so any question or any reflection on the covered proposals? Jyotiji, you were saying something that time. Jyoti, I'm not sure if you're, yeah.
Not now, sir. I will ask question.
Okay, okay. So should we call it a day if there is no more question and connect maybe tomorrow morning 9 if you all agree. Sapna,
Do we have some time?
yes, yes, yes. We have another 20, 30, 20, 25 minutes. Yeah.
Can we elaborate on the educational aspect and also the upbringing of children? Because we have a mothers group in Awaken India Movement, and there's a lot of talk about unschooling, homeschooling. I've done that for my child. I really wanted to understand this. I was very influenced by Khalil Gibran about your children are not your own, but that was a different understanding. And I've just let my child grow organically. But when you said
How
that
old
you do
is
not,
your
she's
child?
21 now. She's
21.
21 now.
Oh.
Yeah, she's 21 now.
And since when he is unschooled?
She was, I actually did not unschool her, but I was never, she was in a very child friendly place,
Okay.
Billabong High.
Mhm.
And then just let her be. There was no pressure, there were no exams, nothing till fifth grade. And even after that, there was not much grading.
Okay.
So, and you don't want to go to school, just skip the school, go late, whatever. It was like completely freedom. She used to come back home very happy. And there was a lot of inquiry, like you said, it was more experiential and inquiry based school. And then ninth grade, I took her out of the whole system and then I sent her to a place called Cholet in Kodaikanal.
Okay.
Where it is completely, though they are IGCSE, it's left to the child whatever she wants to explore. It's a small community of 60 children from various ages, and then they let you so she learned all life skills and just being in nature, into the forest, all natural living and learning to carpentry. But it was all no compulsion of anything at all. So whatever the child desired, did. So, and after that, after she took 2 years to complete her 10th grade, aram se, and then 1 year she took a break, doing nothing. She just explored whatever she wanted to do.
Okay.
Again, 11th and 12th, she did her A levels, but that she had to like put in. Then again, after that, she took a year off. I don't want to do this. She started designing. She went into business. But look, she's always been by herself, on her own, self-driven, whatever she wants to do. Then she chose to get into the system. She wanted to learn psychology like you. So interestingly, when I told her today that this is what I'm doing, she was very excited about it. So right now she's pursuing a course in psychology from UBC.
Okay. Okay.
In Vancouver. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I'm very interested in, because Awaken India Movement, we have a mothers group. And I'm also into natural hygiene since 2002 because of various reasons. So I wanted to understand this, that when we talk about teaching children, do we teach, or we just facilitate? Or do we even facilitate for that matter? Or should we? That is my, interest. When you say let the child be, what does that mean? When you say that the child learns on its own, his or her own self, you cannot teach a child. What does that mean?
Can we digest this fact that the child is not special in our life?
I've never treated her that way.
Right?
She's a human being.
Conventionally, we feed this idea to ourselves that the child is special, very special. We have to nurture, give a special care. It's just a part of our life. It's just an expansion of our life. So the way we deal with our hands, with our body parts, there is no special care, right? As such, we uniquely experience the body parts, and they are there. That's it.
Right.
So if the children are also a part of our life that way,
Okay.
there is no psychological burden of considering special, but definitely recognizing the uniqueness of the child.
Yeah.
So that might bring a lot of revelation,
It is.
and
It is.
the moment we are not directing a child through whatsoever way it may be, it comes and operate in its full potential. There is no leakage of energy of following an instruction. because we cannot operate under instructions. We cannot operate optimally, naturally under instructions, whatsoever it may be.
We cannot
Whosoever
even
instruction may
inquire
be.
under instructions, right?
Yes, yes. We block ourselves.
Mm-hmm. So, for example, like when she was low, I was just into, because we lived in a concrete jungle, to get her more closer to nature. My idea, my perception, I used to get a pottery wheel and clay into her, but she was never taught how to do it. I just gave her the material, and she would, like, press herself. And one fine day, I see a beautiful wheel there, and I stopped at it. I did not say that, oh, you've made a very good wheel, you need to go more. I just left it to her own. She made a few, then she was not interested, but she started making something else. She's a very creative person. I believe every person is creative if you let them be. And that word creative itself is kind of a idea, isn't it?
In that way, the creativity lies in observing every moment fresh. Because creativity is the knack of recognizing the newness, the freshness. If we are looking at the moment fresh, then we are creative. By default, the creativity is a characteristics of all the organisms. Whenever we are not operating under the influence of our psychological perception, stagnated perception, we are creative. Otherwise, we are slave. The creative directors of corporates are actually slaves. They are not creative people, because they are basically following instructions to meet up a target. That's not creativity. Creativity cannot end. The product of creativity is an imagination.
So I want to inquire into this aspect of, and when you see a child, I'm only talking about from a mother's perspective. When you watch a child, like I said, she created a pot, whatever she wanted to do, I would like appreciate it and leave it at that, not going gaga over it. And then
what is that appreciation? What is that appreciation? I would like to know.
It's a beautiful thing. She would express herself, Mom, look how beautiful it is. I said, yes. How you want to use it, or what do you want to do with it? I was led only by what she wanted or thought about it. Or maybe, there were negative feelings too, that this is not good enough. Or so I would inquire into that. Why do you feel that way?
Yes.
I mean, let her go deeper. But what I want to know is, like, we are all caught into this hyper world of, oh, my child has to find a profession. Right?
Yes. It's
That's
very
where I'm
unusual, actually, because the human species is the only species who has created a professional aspect.
Yeah.
There is no survival
think
concern.
Our existence depends on that. Our survival depends on that.
It doesn't. Actually, it doesn't. It's just that we imagine that we have to pick up a profession to survive. It's basically a morphed survival concern. It is basically a luxury that we are aiming through the professions. It's not something related to the survival at all, if we dive deep.
So, Kalyan, when I let my child be, I believe I have. So, the only thing I was being accused of one thing, that my child would become aimless. Like,
and that's
she won't
absolutely
have a
fine. That's absolutely
That's
fine.
absolutely fine, isn't it?
Yeah. Having an aim is a confinement. Having an aim or a goal in life is a confinement. One cannot operate naturally under the pressure of goal, under the pressure of purpose. It's
So
a
we
human
should not have a goal or purpose then? I mean,
I don't know. I don't know. I cannot comment on should or should not. But if we have a goal, then we are confined.
are we not scattered without a goal? I mean, just not doing anything.
We cannot try to do not doing. Action. If we are alive, then action is very obvious. It's not possible if we even try not doing, then also we cannot have that particular in our life. We will end up doing something. So action is not a concern. Action is, there is no dearth of action. Yeah, Minu, you want to say something? You unmuted, I saw.
Yeah, I was just going to say what you said, so it's okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So-
Okay.
Oh, so it's like too much of a diversion for me from the concept of living, that you should have a goal.
I can
In your life.
understand that as a mathematician. It's very objective way of looking at the things, where
Yeah.
the goal is very important. Perhaps it
Yeah.
is being proposed so. But if you look at lightly on that aspect, that goal is a lie that we tell ourselves. When we say that we must have a goal of life, what is that? We strive hard to achieve it. Now, after suppose we achieve it, then what do we say to ourselves? We tell that it was not true. Now, this is a new goal. Another goal we introduced, right? And so far, whatever the instruction that we had been giving ourselves was a lie, utterly a lie on the name of goal. Now you are retracting from that proposal and you are saying, no, that was not the goal. This is the goal. And we keep on running after that.
So, Kalyan, for example, like somebody is applying for or working towards a job for survival. Like you have to support yourself. Like this comes to the youth part of it. When we are ingrained into that you need to support yourself, you need to earn money, you have to. And that whole goal orientation happens by the society, by peers, and like supposing now she's applying for a job. So that is a goal. Once she gets the job, that in itself will be deemed one goalpost gone. Now, going up higher or getting more pay. So how could that be a lie? Because she was working towards it.
Yeah. So if we are saying ourselves, if we are telling ourselves that this is a tentative goal, if we achieve it or don't achieve it, it doesn't matter. Then it's not a goal, right? Goal is basically a pressure, a psychological fixation that I must achieve it. And while saying this, you are subjecting yourself with the full energy that you have in a stimulated form or a natural form, which is highly unlikely. So when you subject your whole of the energy to something, how can that happen? It only can happen when you tell yourself that this is the life's objective. This is your goal of life. But for that particular period, it remains operative. After you achieve it or fail to achieve it, you replace that goal with something else. So it's just faking something and bluffing yourself with the term of goal purpose. Actually, naturally, there cannot be such goals, which is very much mandatory in life as we propose to ourselves. So if we are tentative about it, then it's not a goal as such. It's a very high energetic way of operating life. And there, the level of intelligence is also high, and the emergence of actions which are high in quality, high in performance, significance. That happens. Yeah.
Okay, so are you saying that the goals that are tentative, as in we are not fixated on the goals,
Yeah.
that is being in the best optimal position in life?
Yes, because
Also,
there is no leakage of energy in the
yes.
psychological space. Because
And then you're
the
more
leak,
free to move forward
yes,
as the guys come on or new venues open up, right?
yes. So the
They cannot
outcome,
be called goals in the first place.
Okay.
So we are not understanding them as goals, right, Kalyan? They
yes,
are
that's
just
what. So it
things
is not being
happening.
termed as
Ideas.
goal
Huh.
at all. Those are possibilities that we are exploring.
Yes.
And no possibility is considered as the possibility.
Okay.
So all are
Okay, so
unique
so
possibilities. Yes.
so to lead a healthy and fit life, if I am doing, dietary changes, exercise, and various things with the intention of keeping fit and healthy, so what you're saying is those are the
So
habits
those are
that
the
you
stories
inculcate and those
actually.
are not the goals.
Those are the stories that we feed ourselves,
Okay.
And sometime we may experience a pseudo sense of relief of our health problems for some period. But those target oriented things cannot stay longer. It's a very short term occurrences in life. So the fact is that it will emerge when we are observing the fact without any influence, without any fixation. That time, that revelation of the truth will give the optimal access. We have a small window to look at the truth. Now, that optimal window is also compromised when we are fixated with the choices and the goals and all those stories, intentional aspect. Now, when that energy burden is relieved, then that small window is also very much optimal. So we access the truth to the maximum possible. And that reveals a lot of things which cannot be verbalized right now. And that's a very intelligent way of living. That brings a lot of action without any attachment, without any pride and remorse, and a perfect energetic action that way. So those things are definitely byproduct of leading a natural life. So the aspect of condition is the moment we see the condition drops. Condition lingers whenever we are considering conditions as truth, not something artificial imposed.
Mostly what happens is we are able to see the condition probably, but so whatever um, basically whatever we are imagining, we imagine that it is true. We don't see it as an imagination. That is what where that we get confused.
Yes.
मतलब हमारा जो इमेजिनेशन है वो हमको ऐसा लगता है कि यही सच है, क्योंकि हम इतना ज्यादा उस इमेजिनेशन के चंगुल में फंसे होते हैं, हमको पता नहीं चलता है कि ये हम इमेजिन कर रहे हैं, ये एक अजम्पशन है.
In Hindi, actually, we used to use this statement, narrative, that झूठ तब तक टिकता है जब तक वो सच माना जाता है। जैसे ही झूठ का सच्चाई निकल के आता है, जो वो झूठ है वो टिकता नहीं है, वो ड्रॉप हो जाता है, तुरंत गिर जाता है। हाय संजनी। So the new participants,
Hi.
actually you will get to see few participants, those who are joining off and on. They are repeating and just trying to converse.
कल्याण, ये पूर्वी भी है क्या?
No, she is actually Pooja. I think Purvi
Yes, sir.
is
Yeah,
her
yeah.
daughter's name. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Where are you from, Pooja? Pooja was not there in the
Mumbai.
morning, right?
Mumbai.
Mumbai. No, no,
No, I was
morning,
there morning.
throughout she is there.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. She is
Okay.
also repeating last
And
workshop
Jyoti?
also. Yeah, Jyoti is also repeating, and she is also there off and on. I think sometime the period you were there, she joined. She joined. Yeah, every session she joined. I think. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, I was there, sir.
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, you have any question, Jyoti? You were that time. I think I told you to hold on.
No, sir.
Okay, okay, okay.
Thank you.
Great. So let's call it a day. I'll upload these all sessions in the same playlist and update you in the uh, WhatsApp group. And we'll connect back at 9 tomorrow.
So
Is that
I'm
okay?
I'm feeling after the attending the whole day session right now, I'm feeling heaviness, very tight heaviness in my head. So is
Hmm.
it like common? Does
Yes,
other
yes.
participant go through it, or what?
Yes, yes. It's actually the uncaging needs a lot of energy, and that's the heaviness, because we are
Yes, sir. I was.
conventionally caged. So when those are challenged, there is definitely heaviness to unshackle ourselves. So this is a very common thing.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Okay then. Good night.
Thank you so much. Good night.
Yeah. We'll
Good
connect
Good
at
night.
night.
9.